Jerry.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
You gotta come in, dude, one of these days, man, and hang.
Is this the man?
Yeah, I know.
This is my boy from Connecticut. This is dude. This is
two.
Yeah,
man.
Pimp.
Yeah, I'm living the life.
You gotta come in one of these days with the family. That's what we call it.
Shit, yeah.
you gotta come in with the family, man.
Jerry Bigelow.
Bigelow, Jerry. What's going on, man? Did y'all do something today? Oh, you know what I want to ask you, Jerry? Is it as sexually fulfilling after a while now it's there? Like, do you always feel like, oh, it's two women in my bed, or it's just like it's almost like having sex with one now?
Yeah,
you understand the question? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's kind of like having sex with one. You gotta. I mean, I'm the true pimp though, Patrice. I'm still looking. You know, I'm still getting some on the side, even though I got two women living in the house.
Yeah. But listen, you gotta understand this. Oh, Jerry, you gotta understand that he's living his. I don't even want to call it a fantasy. It's in guys. You gotta understand. Nature. I don't believe nature to make mistakes. I don't believe it makes mistakes. I think that what happens is what's supposed to happen. Now, I believe that if you're born, the fact that men are born, and I think the ratio's 4 to 1, 5 to 1, or something crazy like that. Yeah. It means that means all guys are supposed to fuck 5 women. Because we're here to consummate and make kids. If it was vice versa, and it was 5 guys to 1 woman, nigga, nobody be getting fucked. It'd be a lot of kidnappings, a lot of wars with each other, like pussy wars, straight up, fuck Iraq and all that. It's just like we're gonna gladiate over some ass, right. and the winner gets this chick who's probably gonna be locked up in a cage, hoping that a gentleman wins, and not that nigga missing one eye. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is, I think that the fact is that Jerry can. I always tell my girl, I think I'm a good enough man to be with. You know, it's work though. Be with 3 girls. Jerry, it's work though, ain't it? I don't think it's work for Jerry.
Yes. What's that?
I mean, just
it's to keep it up.
To keep it up, to maintain it,
to maintain the situation.
I mean, you're still dealing with 2 women. You're still dealing with 2 relationships.
2 women. But I think one is a lot more submissive.
I mean, even if they're submissive, you're still talking about being that. You know, apparently he is this strong dude. All right,
let's ask him. What's the toughest part of it all, Jerry? What's the toughest part of it?
The toughest part of it?
The thing that's not it's not pimp. It's like I like to say the word pimp, but it's tough to pimp a girl that you care about. It's tough to be hard on her all the time because you do want to take care. That's another thing about us. We are providers. We want to take care of our family and take care of the woman we love. But the toughest thing about being with 2 women as your woman, what is the hardest part of that?
The hardest part is finding time for just me. You know?
So wait a minute though. So what's that mean? Like you have to still, even though you living in this fantasy world that we all love, you live in this world of fucking 2 women and one lives with you. You still have to like curl up and watch a movie or
it's work. Yeah. So it's work.
You still have to be lovey-dovey.
Yeah, you still got to maintain.
Oh yeah.
Shit, man. Because I'm thinking the only way to do it is like one is lovey-dovey and the other one is.
But no, Jerry, how long has this been going on?
10 years.
So see what I'm saying? This is 2 of his women. He has to be
emotional. And you
emotional.
got room. Wait a minute, nigga. You trying to find another bitch?
Yeah, no wonder you ain't got no time to yourself.
Which goes to show you, he loves these 2 women and he still needs side pussy. Side pussy is, ladies, stop being so defensive about side booty.
Yeah.
I personally
last night I got side pussy.
You got last night?
Last night.
Like, let me ask you, do they know?
Yeah. I sent them downstairs to go watch a movie together, and I said, this girl's coming over. And we're going upstairs in my bedroom.
If I was a square, I'd go, what are you doing? This is what squares are thinking. Jerry, he's probably abusive and he has a gun on both of them. But it's mental. Yeah. He explains it and he living it. It's hard to live how you want to live, dude. But once you do, it's beautiful. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because that's 3 women. He still got 2 more. And again, I say this in my act. Not only do I have 5 who are naturally born with me, I have homosexuals 5, I have dead motherfuckers
Retarded
5.
niggas.
I have retarded niggas 5. I have niggas in jails 5. I have married guys who don't cheat 5. I have fucking the niggas who's in Iraq now is 5, and I'm holding them off till they get back. I have fucking.
It's like 50 to 1.
It's a lot of women who are having trouble getting a guy. So okay, back to the just be good to me shit. What am I gonna do? My girl got me. So what about the other 10 that are alone? But see, I think that women, for the nature of who we are, every day you walk outside and there's a new guy that's trying to fuck you. They're like, hey baby, what's up? What you doing? And you go, no thank you. You're all day used to rejecting men. So all day long you rejecting 10 men, which makes you think that there's 10 available motherfuckers out there. It ain't. I got a girl. And I'm still going, hey, baby, that's just what you are. When I talk to you in the street, I just got my human resources department open. Like, I got my secretary that I need for my company, but at the same time, I got to always put out applications. Just in case this bitch leaves me without 2 weeks' notice.
She might slip and fall.
she might try to sue the company. I got to replace her just in case she leaves the company. And that's what women don't understand. Is a shortage of men. You don't have a lot of options. That's why a guy like Jerry can live. Jerry, are you a part of any, like, cults? Any, not cults, but any, I know what you're saying, though. Not a cult, but like a, what do you call it? Like a group. Like, are you a part of any sex groups or anybody that lives like you live?
No. We've talked to some people online. But we're not really a part of a specific
Jerry's
group.
Too busy trying to take care of
No, but let me tell you. No, but think about it. He's doing it with, like, no role model. He's doing it with, like, nobody to tell him how it was done.
How old are you, Jerry? How old are you?
I'm 40.
All right, 40. When this is so interesting. At what, because we all live the same life. I mean, I'm sure you didn't start off in the 10th grade as, like, I'm going to do this. No. What was the point? What was the, like, for me, it was always there, but Brazil had this thing where I go, wait a minute. This is like the epiphany. This is the epiphany time. So I'm asking you about the epiphany time. When I had an epiphany, it was when I went to Brazil. I was in my regular, because I used to be a serial monogamist, meaning I would just go from woman to woman and make her my girlfriend. I would always have a girlfriend. And what I said to myself, I got into the same thing with this last chick. I went to Brazil, and I just met the chick, and then I went to Brazil. And I was like, wow, I feel great. Like, even though I'm paying for this pussy, I feel like these women, man, are selling me what I want to buy. You know what I mean? They are selling me what I want to buy. I feel free. I feel like I don't have to be a pimp. Like, meaning I don't have to have mind games. And these women are gorgeous. And I found myself wanting to fuck them less, that I would hang out with them and was being happy. So, basically, when I came back, I said, you know something? I'm never going to put myself in a position to not be happy ever again. And that was the time where I had that thing that swept over me where I'm saying, you know what, I'm going to live like this. Now, what was the moment where you said, I'm going to live like this? Okay.
The history lesson is, and a lot of guys will you know, and you've talked about this even tonight, is, you know, getting screwed over or fucked over by a girl. And I got fucked over by 2 girls, you know, one right after the other because I was stupid. And I went in there and I was like, oh, I love you. And, you know, I had a chance to own my own business. And she said, no, you got to stay home with me and all this other shit. And then she fucking left me. And I was like, what the fuck was that? I was a nice guy. I was a sweetheart, buy her flowers every Valentine's Day. Now I go buy your own flowers.
And let me tell you something. Now, any women who are listening and any square guys who are listening, you got to understand that you can't look at that like and go, oh, that's what it is. He's a jilted guy. No, he felt like that before he got fucking hurt. We feel like that before. Let me tell you something. I used to be a poetry writing nigga or whatever writing. I used to do a lot of shit to get pussy, dude. Yep. And it was like I would give them the power of pussy. I would make pussy like so powerful in my life that I'm like, wait a minute, I'm better than this. I am not gonna like put myself in a position to go, oh, I love you, booby. I found that being a dick, and let me tell you about this is go back word bitch. Why I say it? It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just a belief system. It's just to say to myself, I can say bitch, and I believe in it. And I'm going to see if I can have you, like, get mad at it, and I stand firm on it. He believes in what he's doing. It took a minute, but he said, you know what, people go, this guy's a lying motherfucker. I'm going to tell you something, dude. You go, nigga, and it sounds arrogant, but it's a belief system. He believes in it to a point where he's like, the girl's like, he sent 2 girls down and gonna fuck another one. Man, shut the fuck up. It happens if you believe it. Trust me.
Real.
The word bitch to me is nothing to me except for this. It's just, go ahead.
And I think you talked about it before, Patrice, man, because I was a pussy motherfucker. I mean, I remember the last time.
We all are.
My last girlfriend, before I got married, and I was crying like a motherfucker. I don't know why she left me. I don't know why she left me. You know, and then
why, who, where, why, how.
You know, and then that was my epiphany. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, man?
Sitting here crying like a bitch, curled up in the corner in the fetal position.
Over
what? That's the thing. Over what? What do you really miss? Let me ask you a question, fellas. If your girl left you, right, what would you really miss about her? What would you really miss about her? What? What? Her funny jokes?
Yeah.
Her what? The way she talks to you when you don't want to talk to her?
You miss the routine. That's what you miss.
You miss the routine of what?
Just hanging out together, going out, the things that you do together every day. You miss that because you find yourself sitting alone.
We don't have a problem with sitting alone.
That's what you miss.
We miss.
That's what you miss. That's what a woman misses. We don't miss your routine. That's what I'm saying. There's no.
So, let me say,
So why are you sitting home sad?
You sitting exactly, but that's my question. Okay.
You missed
all right. Hey, Jerry. When you was crying in the fetal,
yep.
What were you crying? I say, and this is my theory, but I'm gonna ask you. It's the arrogance and the ego that you thought the bitch was yours. Right. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like possession. It's possession. I got 5 watches that, and 4 of them I don't wear, right?
But you
ever.
Take
but if a nigga steal my watch, I'm going crazy. Right. So it's like you got 3 bitches and you a piece of shit.
Right.
Fuck it.
Right.
And you lose one of them bitches.
And you mad at him.
Your ego's like, you feel your ego is damaged.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when if a girl leaves you and you hurt. But let me ask you, Jerry, when you was in the fetal position, when you look back about it, what did you miss when you was in tears and in pain, and what did you miss after when you figured it all out and to this point reflecting? What did you miss when you reflect on her, and what did you miss at the time when she left you? You understand the question?
Oh, no, not really.
What did you think? Okay, what did you think you missed when she first left you and you was hurt?
Well, I thought I was in love, and I thought I, missed, hanging out with her and all that shit that the girl was talking about. And dude, that's not what I missed.
What did you miss when you reflect? When in retrospect, what were you crying over?
Mostly just getting laid,
Just getting laid. I'm telling you, ladies, you think it ain't that important? You think pussy's not that important?
Part of the routine.
Is pussy?
I didn't miss it.
Yeah.
Pussy's not a routine.
If you were getting it every night, now suddenly she's gone and you don't get it, that's part of your routine.
What goofy guy gets it every night? That's another thing. Y'all, when y'all use pussy as a means of a weapon, are you gonna give your weapon to the enemy every night? You're gonna hold it off and make him suffer. That's what I'm saying.
Patrice, there have been times. Listen, there have been times when I've had both women and 2 other women on the side and still not gotten pussy every night.
Say that one more time.
I had my wife. Yeah, I had 4 chicks all at one time. And still not gotten pussy every night. That's just not. Like you said, it's not going to happen. You're just not going to get pussy every night.
No.
That's just not going to happen.
It's not the routine. It's ego, man.
Plus, they start cycling.
Jerry, where's your girl at now? What's going on? Where they at now?
They're in the other room listening to this conversation.
Can you get them on the phone? Let me talk to them for you.
Hi, ladies.
Yeah, girls, pick up the phone when you hear this. They're a little behind in the delay. Hey,
tell them to turn the radio down, too.
Yeah, and turn the radio down. You got to go get the other phones, girls.
Oh my God, my dick just got hard. I'm looking. Girls, nigga, I think I'm gonna fuck Jerry just to know what it's like. Nigga, he's like girls, and you hear him, he's not like, yo, bitches, get the motherfucking phone if I choke one of y'all. Girls.
Let me tell you something else, okay?
Call them girls too, coochie coo.
This is the other thing about my life, and Patrice, you know I'm honest as fucking day is long.
Yeah.
I have sent both of them out, my wife and my girlfriend, to go fuck other guys.
Well, that's what you have to do. See, that's the key. That's where you learn. Look at Danny's face.
Because that's the one thing out of everything I've heard tonight. That's the one thing I can't wrap my mind around.
It's ego, nigga.
Send your girl out.
It's the ego.
Fuck some other dude.
Let me ask you a question, Danny. Do you have something of value to you?
Whatever, go.
That really you don't give a fuck about, but it's yours and it means something to you, but you really don't. It gets no attention. It gets no, like, it's a possession. Somebody,
like when a kid gets a dog, but he don't walk him, he don't spend time with him. But then you say, look, I'm getting rid of your dog. Then he goes, no, don't.
I love my dog. Right?
I got it, Danny. You have to send your girl out with the confidence that you know that after she fucks some other guy, she's coming back to you. You got her mind. That's it.
Look at Danny.
I can deal with that. It's just like
it takes practice.
Because in your head, you're like, I can't believe. At least I would be like, I can't believe that my girl is fucking some other dude right now, and that I wouldn't be able to relax. Knowing that. Jerry,
knowing that your 7-inch dick is getting pumped away by some 9-inch monster. And your girl's like, I didn't know what I was missing, fucking this loser Danny. There was something. You know what Danny's afraid of? Here's what it is. Wait a minute, stop the presses. You think that another guy's gonna expose your faulty fucking. That's what it is. Is you think there's another guy. I'm gonna tell you one story of my girl that bugged me about her fucking another guy. She said she fucked this rapper. I'm nameless.
Okay.
And she said I'm the best sex she's ever had, but she had another guy who I know is the best sex she ever had because she's talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she said that he's the only guy that when he was fucking her made her have to pee on herself. And when he was fucking her, he said while she had to pee, she said I had to get up and go pee, and he said I don't give a fuck if you piss, just keep pissing. He kept fucking her, and she was crying, and she was telling me the story. And my stomach, I almost threw up. I think my kidneys went into failure. I think my liver fell out. When she's saying this guy is fucking her till she peed on herself. And I said, you know what it was? Here's what made me mad. Because I can't fuck her till she pees on herself. I don't have a pee dick. So this nigga was packing enough to fuck with a bladder. And Danny's scared of the nigga's gonna fuck his girl's bladder to shreds. But that's why I go out and I try to actively try to embrace another guy fucking the shit out of my girl, and hopefully my mind game can overwhelm his bladder skills.
Bladder beating skills.
I remember something you said, and it was to the effect of a guy who lost his, he was like 35, he had a 21-year-old girlfriend, and he lost her to another guy, thinking his fuck game was supposed to keep her.
Right.
And that's not the way it works.
You can't keep a 21-year-old girl with your fuck game, especially if you're 35. Jerry's 40. He can't keep this going with his fuck game. He's 40. So he has to keep it with a mind. Like, girls, that's not dick. Girls, get the phone. Girls, that's not dick.
Right.
It's something else. It's leadership. It's like these chicks like, this nigga's a winner for some reason. That's how I gotta keep my girl thinking I gotta be better than a nigga fucking her bladder to shreds. And I got mad, nigga. I was like, oh! In my head, bitch gotta pee on herself. And no matter how hard I push my fat butt, no pee is gonna, unless I crush her.
You have to punch her in the kidneys.
Crush her hip bone.
Punch her in the kidneys while you.
I gotta reach down and start squishing her organs for me to make her you understand?
Yeah.
It's like, it's an ego thing, Danny. It's like you thinking that some guy's just gonna be better than you and the fuck, but you gotta have her thinking, like a friend of mine just called me and said he was scared to get a dildo bigger than his own dick, and I said, look, what you have to do is have her think, because any woman can get dick, but she can't get sex, that satisfying fucking orgasmic thing. Once you can bring that to a girl, she applies that. Like, if these two girls leave Jerry, both of them will be fucked up because they're gonna miss the energy of, like, this new chick my girl brought around, and we messed around a little bit, and she was just like, she kept saying things to me, like, while she was thinking, because she looked at, I'm a big motherfucker, so she's like, when she's sucking my nips, she's like, oh, wow, he looks at her, she looks at her, because she's still into my girl, so the girl's talking to my girl, she's like, oh, you smell like soap. And I'm thinking to myself, what, oh, bitch, what am I supposed to smell like? What, you thought I smell like underneath a whale's arm? like a whale ball.
Like hot dog water.
So she's like, wow, you smell. And I'm sucking the titties when my girl went to the bathroom, and she's like, you're so soft. Like, we had a moment, you know what I mean? So she was like, well, there you go. Like, wait a minute, fat boy ain't so bad. And then she get into it, and then she sees how. So after, if we do that a couple of times, she goes fuck some nigga that could have a pee dick, you know, a bladder smashing dick, but she's gonna go, man, but he's not soft, he don't smell like soap, and this girl ain't gentle, and this sucks. Yeah. Even with giant dick.
Here's what happens. A good situation, like even the magic wand. When we was using the magic wand, I know guys that I turned on to the magic wand, and they would use it, be afraid to use it. I don't want my girl to be into that. But what she does is she attributes that item to you.
She associates any sexual activity that makes her feel good to him. So that the vibrator is no good without you. Let me tell you something. I've given out magic wands. There has to be at least 400 magic wands floating around the universe. Wow. And I'm talking about after one that, and then I have to say it has to be about 400 attributed to me because
of people you turned
and about 800 attributed to you because Dante hit me to the magic wand. I used to be a believer in the pocket rocket. Right. Then he got me in the magic wand, so I hit this one in the magic wand, and I know that one hit somebody to the magic wand, so I must be responsible for 400. Dante must be responsible for 800 with my 400, and I'm going to tell you, some of the chicks still call me because I was the nigga that introduced her to this way of life. So what happens is why these women cannot leave Jerry is because there's a way of life that they are associated with Jerry. They got to go in, and here's the thing. Women do not introduce what they want sexually to you. You know what I mean? You have to introduce it to them. They're not just going to go, listen,
you can't say, choke me.
Because
the whole idea of you choking her is lost because she's telling you to choke her.
Exactly. So the fact is, she can't, like, what woman now that one of these girls leaves and she goes, hey, listen, sweetie, you think you can find yourself another girlfriend that lives with us upstairs and then also go fuck other women and then I go fuck other guys? Listen, you have to get out my house, crazy bitch. But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's easy to have a 10-year thing like this. I mean, it's the tough. Jerry, hey, listen, we're going to go on a break real quick. Stay on the phone, and we're going to kick it to the girls.
Said he's got to run.
The girls. I love the girls. Girls, we're going to be back in a minute, all right?
All right.
Ooh, she sounds nice and controlled. Yeah. There you go. Go get me some tea.